Hello again. So today I'm gonna talk about a game Mord in Arosa. The author is Alessandro Zucchini, the publisher Zoc. The game is currently available only in Germany, but there is a rulebook in English, German, French, and Italian. So you can buy it from Germany as I did. And basically, the game talks about two murders that were committed in a hotel in Arosa. The Arosa hotel is in Essen. The game was presented in Essen in 2010. And it's really interesting mechanic because it's based on a hero. It's easier to see than to talk about, so I will show you.
What you can see here is the content of the box. The most important is the hotel that we have to build before we begin the game. It's really cool how it all fits inside, and after a few seconds we've got a hotel. In each of the floors we've got a hole through which we will drop some cubes. We will try to seek for two murders that were committed in this hotel. So at the beginning of the game we have to put those red cubes into the hotel and listen where do they land. Then each player has to put his own two cubes into hotel. So let's say 3-player game. Of course, we have to always listen where those cubes are landing and try to remember that. And now, in the first part of the game, we'll trying to search for those murders. So, a player will say, I think that the murder was committed on the 5th floor. Well, he wasn't right. Always, all the cubes, all the clues we find, we always drop again into the hotel. And let's say I was a blue player, so if I was mistaken, I have to drop my own cube into the hotel. Next, the player will say, oh, 4th. I think that, yes, the murder was committed on the 4th floor. So now, we take this red cube, we put it here on a chart to indicate that the first murder was on the 4th floor. And also we found a yellow player's clue there. So we put it here. If I was a yellow player and I discovered this murder, well, I would just put it again into my... Well, always you have to put the cube into the hotel. But if I was a yellow player, I would just cover my tracks and nothing happened. But let's say I was a different player. And the second murder, let's say on the 6th... No. It sometimes happens that cubes are just falling from the... Oh, no, not here. No, not here. Not here. Oh, on the 2nd floor? Yes, on the 2nd floor. So the second murder was on the 2nd floor. And what now? Now it's the second part of the game, and players try to discover clues, tracks of other players, and cover their own tracks in the hotel, so they won't be suspected of a murder. So now, let's see, I say that I saw a yellow player on the 5th floor. Nope, no one there. So I have to put, again, my cube into the tower, into the hotel. So as you can see, the cubes from hotel never disappear. They are just put there more and more of players' cubes. And the next player, let's say I saw a blue player on the 6th floor. Yes, that's right. Always I have to redrop all the cubes, and I discovered blue player tracks on the 6th floor. On the 6th floor, clues on the 6th floor. We don't want to have clues discovered, especially on the same floor that where the murders committed. Of course, players can cover their own tracks. So if I'm a blue player, I can say I was on the 3rd floor. Yes, if I had, of course, a clue on the third floor already discovered. So I can go to the third floor, and if there is my cube, I can take this one from this chart, and of course I have to redrop all the cubes again. And basically that's it. We play until one of the players will run out of the cubes in his supply, or if any player will have 10 clues on this board here, and we count up the points. For each clue that the player has on the same floor as the murder was committed, we get 3 suspicion points. On the adjacent floor, we get 2 suspicion points. For each other cube, it's 1 suspicion point. Who has the less amount of suspicion points is the winner. Who has the most is the murderer.
As you can see, the mechanics are very easy, easy to grasp, easy to play, but they're very interesting. I didn't see any game like this that will use a hearing and dropping some components in such a way like here in Morty Arosa. It's really fun, maybe a little bit longer than usual party game, but it's not suited for loud parties because you have to hear where the cubes are falling in this hotel. In Essen it was presented in a noise-proof booth, so it's not suitable for cons. It's rather for gameplay in houses with friends, but it's very fun. Maybe sometimes it's dragging a little bit with more players, and sometimes few players can gang up on other player and just accuse him over and over. But it's nevertheless, it's just a pure fun, and I really recommend this game. That was Morty Arosa. Take care. Bye.